Hi guys, welcome to week 4. So hopefully by now you're starting to feel a little bit stronger, a little bit more energised, because today we're going to work on arms, shoulders and that core again. So again, when we're doing this, we're going to look at active recovery. Today's going to be a little bit different because we're going to have 3 sections. We're going to have a sustained section where we're going to keep working with an active break in between. Then we're going to ease it back just a little bit, and then we're going to finish off quite strong and get that heart rate up before we finish off with the stretches. So as normal, we're going to think about your posture, so keeping the core tight, keeping everything stacked over your body in a strong kind of way, and hopefully that will build up strength and stamina as we progress through this. So as normal, we're going to go into your warm-ups. So into your squats. And again, we're going to do 5 of these. And hopefully by now you're finding these easier each week. Remember is to keep your legs straight, and if you can, keep your hands to the floor. And then just roll up. So 1. 3. 4. So remember as well to breathe. As you do your stretches and your warm-up, make sure you're still breathing quite deeply, get some oxygen into those lungs. Last one. Okay, so we should feel nicely stretched off, ready to go. So if you remember last week when we did the squat, the kick and the punch, and the same out to the side and when we come across, we're going to do the same this week, but we're going to do a double punch. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, then as we go across we're going to come back to the middle and across again. So we're going to do 10 of those. Then we're going to go into a 30 seconds straight after it of just marching on the spot. So you ready? So we're going to go squat, kick, punch, punch, squat, kick, punch, 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 punch. Out. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. When you do the behinds, make sure you look behind as well. Okay, we don't need to punch on those, just kick, and again it's about the balance and the core. So 2, remember to breathe. Keeping the eyes up to where you want to go. Where are you looking? Where are you punching? And you don't have to kick quite so high. If you find it easier to kick low, that's absolutely fine, or you can just tap behind. Doesn't really matter. It's all about the movement. It's easier to tap, keep the balance, back again. And you don't have to do that squat to the kick behind because it's enough balance as it is, so 2 more. Okay, so now we're going to go 30 seconds. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, down into your plank. And if you remember last time, when we did down onto our elbows, we're going to do a similar thing. So we're going to go down, back up, and then opposite leg comes across, touch, and back. Other arm down, leg comes across, touch, and back. Okay, we're going to do 10 of those, so that's 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Okay, back up. March it out 30 seconds. Keep getting those breaths of air in. This is your active recovery. Keep everything moving. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Single leg curtsies that we did last week. So we go down and then we came up to our hand to a knee. This time we're going to go knee, step, touch. Okay. And the same both sides. So with that we're going to do it was 10 of those, so 5 each side. So we're going to do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. So stretch, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, swap sides, keeping your balance over that leg. So down, push up, cross, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, 5. Okay, march it out. Hi Matthew. So keep those breaths coming in. So the next one we're going to do is do ski steps, ski jumps, tap behind. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go step, jump across, step, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the arms moving and swinging, get the movement in. We're doing this for 30 seconds, so go at your own speed. If you want to do it a bit quicker, that's absolutely fine. This is your workout, do what you feel comfortable. Make sure you get a little jump in as you go across. Get those legs swinging, hips, and push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it out, last 30 seconds. Get that breath in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now's a good time if you want to grab a quick drink, just a mouthful, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so I've just turned my mat round a little bit so you can see what I'm doing with the next ones. So if you remember from last week, we did the bicycles. So we're going to do bicycles again, but with a little bit of an extra element to it. So onto your back. So with your bicycles, you're lifting your head off, engage the core, and we're going elbow to opposite knee. So that will be 1, 2, keeping the feet off the floor. Your third element is up, clap, and back down. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of those. So ready? So 1, 1. 2 more. Okay, so while we're sat in this position, what I want you to do now is with the side plank. So we're going to go hips, feet in alignment onto your elbow. Your other hand is just to support. We're not going to use that to help push off the floor, it's just to support. And we're going to lift up, hips to the side for 2 seconds and back down again. We're going to do 5 of these on each side. So 1, 2, 2, down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and turn it around. Again, try and keep everything as straight as you can. Arms just there for support. And up. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, while we're still sat in this position, if you remember last week we did the raised bridge with arms behind. So we're going to go from your bridge here, you're going to go 5 of these. 1, so remember your hips straight up to the front. Then from there, you're going to turn straight over, so all 4s, and you're going to do what we call diamond push-ups. Okay, so hands are in that position. So still on your knees, hands in front, and you're going to go diamond push-up. Okay, so we're going to do 5, 5, 5 this way and 5 that way. So 10 in total, but swapping every 5. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn over into your diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn over. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn over. Last diamond 5. Into your shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we're going to get a little bit more active. So what we're doing next, is those that know about burpees know that it is a bit more of a challenge. So with your burpees, what you're doing is you're going down into your plank, feet are out, then you're going to jump up and up, plank, jump down. So we're going to do 5 of these, because by now your heart's already pumping anyway. So quickly keep the action moving. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from there now we're going to go straight into the step 1 that we did last week, but we're not stepping up, we're jumping. So your last challenge, so ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's the exercise. Now we're going into stretch mode. So now's the time. Just allow that heart rate to drop a little bit. So 3 nice big breaths. Okay, so your first stretch is going to be back onto the floor, and it's a little bit of a, again, active recovery stage, but we're just going to do the seat bone balance, and for this I'm just going to take my shoes off. I find it easier without shoes. So if you remember last week we did the seat bone balance, toes pointed, lightly on the floor, and we lifted up. This time we're going to lift up and out a little bit. Okay, it's all about movement in that balance. Eventually we will get legs straight out, but just for now, just the concept of doing out a little bit is enough. So we're just going to sit there, and we're going to do 5 of those. Now it's really important that you think about posture for this. We don't want backs curled, because then that's cheating. It means your back's doing all the work. We want to find that balance of posture like you would if you were riding, shoulder blades back and down. And we're going to go 1, 3, 4, 5. And again, just challenge yourself. It's all about using those little muscles around your pelvic girdle to help support it. So from there now, we're going to sit legs apart. Okay, just put them to where you feel comfortable, thinking about toes up, heels down. And we're just going to allow that just to stretch for a minute again. Think sit up through the body, stack the core. And we're literally just going to go from leg, go down the leg as far as you can. If it's to your ankle, your shin, that's absolutely fine. Just go to where you can. Okay, I can get to my foot, and then I want you to put nose to knee. So we're just going to stretch across. Take 3 deep breaths. And you'll probably find with each breath out, you just drop a little lower. And then bring yourself back up to centre, and then change legs. 3 big breaths again. And as you can see there, I'm nearly at my knee. If I push it, I can. Okay, so from there, we're going to do foot over the knee, across to there. Remember, we did this stretch backwards. Elbow across, reach behind and turn the body. And just sit there for about 5-10 seconds, whatever's comfortable. And then change sides. Okay. Now, the next one is specifically for riders. You see a lot of equipilates that do this. And basically what you're going to do, it's almost like going to plank mode, if you can see from there. And I'm going to go plank, and I'm going to cross my leg across, knee to the floor, back leg out as far as I can. And you want to be able to just get your hips as low to the floor as you possibly can. Okay, and then go down onto your elbows. And just sit there for a couple of seconds. You really feel that stretch up into your glutes and your hips. And that's one of the points where riders tend to get really tight. Very good for those that like their dressage, really gets the legs stretched off. And then from there, just come up and push up a little bit, so you're pushing back onto your hip flexor here. So we're stretching off that part as well on that leg. And then back down to your elbows and change legs. So again, really walk that back leg out. And just sit there for a little bit. And if, like me, you'll probably find one leg stretches better than the other. And then come up. Really feel that you push your hips forward, chest forward, keeping that head up as well. These are really good to do every day if you get a chance. Down to your elbows, and then lift up, bring yourself straight again. So from there we're going to stand back up again, and we're going to do what I call a dance stretch. So if you imagine a dancer, a ballerina or something like that, a little bit like the curtsy. So we're going to go across. So just look at how my feet are placed, because heel comes that way. Okay, so it's not a straight foot, heel comes that way. We lift up through this side, think about up and over, hand across to your hip, and that one stretches over. Almost as if you're going to touch behind your head, and think chin up. So we're stretching off the whole of this side of the body. And then change sides. So with this one we need to think a little bit elegant. Cross, foot across, hand to hip and reach over. Remember to get your eyes looking in the same direction. Okay. So, step behind. So we did these before, where we step behind and we're going to sit into our hip flexors. Drop that hip as far as you can, no more than 90 degrees in your front leg. Remember, knee over feet. Okay, sit the hips down and forward, lift up through your body and then arms up. So we really get that full stretch on the front of the body as well. And then change legs. And again, think about that balance. If you want to put your back foot out to the side like that, that's okay, but it changes the action of where you're trying to stretch. So for me, I prefer foot that way because it's then going to stretch your calf, which is what we use for riding. And again, just think push down. So that's the legs stretched off. So now we're going to look at the shoulder stretch. So for this I want you to bring one arm across, other arm just by your elbow and pull the arm towards you. So we really think pull the elbow, pull the shoulder and push it down at the same time. And you should feel a real good stretch across here because those muscles have worked quite hard today with all the planks and things we've been doing. And then swap arms, so arm across, lock over, pull towards you, shoulders down. Okay, little shrug. And if you remember from last week, the reverse arm. So we cross over, again shoulder blades back and down as we lengthen the front of our neck. Open up the collarbones and think shoulder blades back and down. And then swap over to change the action. And again, if you're like me, my right shoulder is worse and I feel it more in that shoulder, but it's also a good stretch for it. And then also from last week we had the fist forward. Okay, push it as far forward as away from your body as you can and you'll start to feel the stretch across here. And then just lower chin to chest to extend that stretch. Push those hands as far forward as you can. And then we're going to do the same reverse. So link hands behind, shoulder blades back, and just to help with the stretch, use gravity. We're just going to tip forward and you'll feel that your hands then want to stretch forward over the back of your head. Keep your eyes a little more forward and not too far back so you don't tip. And that's a good stretch there, and it also helps the hamstrings as well. Last one, as we did last week, child's pose into Cobra. So heels together, knees apart, and we're just going to go child's pose, walk the hands forward so your back becomes flat. Nice big breath there. And then you're going to walk yourself forward onto your feet, hips to floor, and stretch up. And then back to child's pose. And obviously if you can get your legs up a little bit further, that helps to open up the hips again. Just think flat back. Once more into Cobra. And then just to finish off, back to your child's pose and then just rest there. So there you go guys. So that's week 4. So hopefully we'll only have a few more weeks of this to do, but by the end of it we should be really fit to ride those horses and hopefully see a big difference in your position, your strength, your coordination, your cardiovascular, and be ready to be out there and do it. Good luck, guys. See you soon.